I first heard about Denise Duffield-Thomas and Money Bootcamp from my own coach. So I coach leaders, and I was in a international reciprocal coach program, and I actually said to my coach, "Is this a thing? Can people make money from coaching?" And she had a little giggle, and she goes, "Yes." And she said, "You need to read Get Rich Lucky Bitch." And I purchased it. I downloaded it straight away and read Get Rich Lucky Bitch in a day, and have bought every book that comes out, and have been hooked ever since. Yeah, I guess for me, what made me join Money Bootcamp was I had accessed all of the free offerings, and there's a lot of value that you get outside of Money Bootcamp. But I guess what made me feel like I could get more was I was doing the self-taught process for a couple of months, right? So I went fully into my business mid-April, and then for me, it definitely was the community. The community, it just is a game changer. And I think like the learning is great, but the community and the real life stories is kind of where I leveled up, ridiculously leveled up after joining. So yeah, a couple of months trying to do it on my own, which was still valuable, but yeah, definitely leveled up since joining Money Bootcamp, and access to the community and the people. Cool. So before Money Bootcamp, I've been operating my business as a side passion for about 4.5 years. So August 2017, I started my business as a side passion, in addition to. And there's lots of things I've learned since Money Bootcamp, but I remember feeling really icky around invoicing. I remember not even having, this makes me laugh so much, not even knowing how much I was going to charge, like having no, like prices were, I barely charged. And if I did, it was not a lot. So it makes me laugh now how far I've come in just 6 months. But before bootcamp, that feeling of value, like value in money, value in myself too, there was just this ickiness or this unsettling feeling around invoicing. Any fears or hesitations I had around bootcamp, I guess it was, for me, so I guess I took a leap of faith. I wasn't actually turning over a lot of money before bootcamp, and so my fear was paying for it. I joined bootcamp on a payment plan, like a monthly payment plan, I think over 10 months, and I had just enough to pay the first monthly payment. So the biggest fear was paying for it, but I haven't struggled to pay the monthly payment since then. In fact, I should just pay it, because there's this thing, it's like, oh, can I afford it? I haven't had an issue paying it since then. So biggest fear was paying for it. I don't like having any debts. I don't like owing people, and so that would probably be my biggest fear. And I guess the other fear is more about not knowing, being a bit scared about being successful. There's this underlying, and I still have it, like new level, new devil. I have this underlying fear of having lots of money and what that means. And I love that I get the opportunity to kind of interrogate and disrupt that thinking and mindset. Yeah, so since joining bootcamp, I have so many wins. And I've reflected on this, but I think it's not even necessarily just about the money. It's about my value. Being able to, I guess it's more about my worth, and acknowledging that what I have to offer the world is valuable, and that I am valuable. So that probably is the biggest takeaway. It has nothing to do with money. However, some of the wins financially have been great too. Since joining Money Bootcamp, even though I've only been in the program 6 months, I've doubled my salary for nearly 4 months. And it definitely will be 4 months, but until it's in my bank, I don't count it. 4 months consistently doubled my salary prior to my own business. Also, invoicing does not feel icky at all. I had to laugh at myself the other day. I just finished some work in an organization, and I walked out the door and sent the app. I sent the invoice from the app before it even got to my car, and just had a bit of a giggle because I was like, "Who am I?" And then I was like, "Maybe I should have waited till I got to the car before I sent the invoice." So just letting go of some of the stuff that was holding me back. And there's just so many other things. And I guess the third one I'd pick up on is it can be easy. I hear, the whole notion of chillpreneur, chill and prosper is like, it doesn't have to be hard. And I have to remind myself, because I've come from a background where you do have to work hard to make money. You have to work ridiculously hard to make money. So it feels like cheating, but I lean into the learnings, I lean into the lessons, and just celebrate that it can be easy. So Denise, as a teacher, as a mentor, as an inspiration, I guess the words that pop up for me are authentic. I spend a lot of my own in my own business inviting people to be authentically themselves, and I get a lot of pushback and resistance from because they don't see, in the leadership space, I work with leaders, they don't see leaders like them. And so Denise is just a breath of fresh air. I hadn't experienced real authentic people who are just them, who show up authentically as themselves, unapologetically, and who encourage others to turn up as themselves. And I think my biggest takeaway has been value. Denise teaches you about valuing yourself first and foremost, and then inspiring others that what you have to offer the world is of value. And so as a teacher, I just think she's incredibly inspiring, authentic, and I have lots of favorite phrases of hers, but mine is that she's a contributor to the conversation, not a guru. And it just gives people permission to just do them. Just do you, boo. I love it. The Money Bootcamp community, in my opinion, is the best part of the program. I love the learning, I love the lessons, but I've committed to getting in there every day. You're never short of inspiration. You're never short of wows and wins, but you're never short of honest, authentic struggles too. I think if ever, it's probably my most favorite group in the whole of Facebook world. It's my favorite group online. I check in every day, and you don't have to go very far to see inspiration, but also to see how you can help others, to comment, just an encouraging comment. And so yeah, it's an incredibly valuable source of information, inspiration, and yeah. My favorite lesson from Money Bootcamp is probably the sabotages, or because I guess what I learned about myself is that I'm very good at self-sabotaging. And so looking at some of the work around negative consequences, looking at goal setting, looking at what might be holding me back, as much as I value all of the learning on offer, the work around sabotage just hit me real deep, actually, because I could see a pattern in my whole life, that I just am out there not letting myself win, and having Denise go through the lessons around giving myself the grace and space to acknowledge the stuff that's coming up, to allow it to float up so that I could deal with it, has been incredible, not just for my money mindset, but for my life. And I catch myself now being able to hold on to it and work with it. And I think what also is affirming is seeing that, despite Denise's incredible success, despite her ongoing learning, that it doesn't matter where you are in your journey, they're always going to come up. And so, there's this assumption that, because you've made it, there's no more sabotages, there's no more challenges. And she's incredibly honest about her journey and the stuff that comes up for her continually. She's continually being authentic and sharing that. And so I value that. So I think from this program, it's important for people to work on their money mindset. I think it's about acknowledging that your journey, your lived experiences are all part of your story. But sometimes the story you tell yourself can hold you back. And I know that was true for me. I grew up in a low socioeconomic area, and I have a single mother, always went to a school where I wasn't one of the richest ones, always felt like I wasn't getting my fair deal. But I guess the money mindset work has really helped me celebrate those experiences, celebrate that journey, but also tell new stories. And there's a quote I read the other day that beliefs are thoughts that you tell yourself over and over. And a lot of my beliefs were around money were untrue, incorrect. And so the money mindset work is about embedding new beliefs, telling new thoughts to have new beliefs around money, and such as it can be easy and you don't have to work so hard. So yeah, I really appreciate the money mindset work, not just for financial wins, but for life wins. So my advice for those that aren't yet in the Money Bootcamp world, or Denise's world, is to take that leap of faith. I think the best time to start was yesterday, but today's the next best time. I've heard that come up a lot in the Money Bootcamp. And I guess one of the things is, I can assure you, if you put in the work, you reap the benefits tenfold. And that it is a lifelong journey. There's no race. It's you against you. It's you for you. And that is definitely the best investment I've made for my business. So what next for me? It seems so surreal that I've come so far already in 6 months. And I love to get into the group to find inspiration, because in the goal setting work in the Money Bootcamp, I set my goals 6 months ago and I've already smashed them. I smashed them 3 months ago. So then I accidentally find myself looking at, I haven't even done a year of Money Bootcamp yet. I've been in there twice to up the price, to up the yearly income goal, because I keep reaching them. And so it is about obviously more yearly income, but it is also about allowing myself to dream. And because when you have been so limited all your life in what you can have and what you are allowed to have or what you have access to, letting go of those restrictions and allowing myself to dream. I mean, I'm doing work that I never thought possible. I'm getting paid to do my dream job. I actually don't know what next, because I haven't allowed myself to dream even more than I already had. And so all I know, it's going to be free and easy. I'm going to be living my best life, and that I'm just going to keep making that yearly income goal get bigger and bigger. I guess what I'd love to add about Money Bootcamp is that it's for everyone, and that you get to choose what you take from it, that it really is what you put in is what you take out, but it's for everyone. So no matter what background, what nationality, where you are in the world, what your income is, that Money Bootcamp has something for everyone. And it's been incredibly enlightening to see people win all over the world. There's people all over the world in the community, and you get to see them winning. You get to be inspired by them. You get to have this cross-cultural experience that is just transforming.
If you're looking for expert training on money mindset, a supportive community, and mentoring to work on your money stories, I invite you to come work with us in Money Bootcamp. Our community is growing every day, and when empowered people come together and take control of our financial destiny, we really can change lives. Come and join us on this journey. Just click below, take a deep breath, and enroll in Money Bootcamp today. You'll get our amazing money mindset training, ongoing mentoring, and access to our beautiful, inspiring community. So then you can have the encouragement and accountability to make a breakthrough with your money. And you'll get support from all of our experienced mentors and live group coaching calls with me every single month. We will be with you every step of the way to help you create more abundance with less stress. So click below, take a deep breath, and just hit join on your registration. Make this investment in your dreams and get started now so you can release your money blocks, increase your income, and surround yourself with amazing people invested in your success. I'll see you in Money Bootcamp. It's your time and you're ready for the next step.